On a rainy 75-degree night in downtown Miami, thunderstorms in the forecast. This is the 258th consecutive sellout for the Heat at American Airlines Arena. Better than 20,000 will pack the house. Always a, let's say, a late arriving crowd here in Miami. The NBA on TNT is being presented by State Farm. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the Miami Heat as we welcome you to South Florida. Hi, everybody. Marv Albert along with five-time All-Star Chris Webber. We'll be joined momentarily by Rachel Nichols working the sideline. Chris, this is a matchup of one of the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Thunder average 109 points per game, right behind Golden State, going up against a Miami team that is second overall defensively. How does this play out?
Well, it's all about the culture, and we understand that the culture of this Miami team is unselfish play, titled with defense, and to make sure that the veteran leadership, wow, when you look on this other side, first-year coach Billy Donovan says that his is more of a partnership. While he's still learning the game, he partners with the leadership of Kevin Durant and Westbrook, who will impose their will on each other tonight.
And you saw those starting lineups. Kevin Durant, last week's Western Conference Player of the Week, has come back strong from the strained hamstring for Miami. Gerald Green starting once again for the injured Luol Deng, missing a fourth straight game with a fake by Bosh, and he is hacked on the play. How about Hassan Whiteside, the Miami center, who's been a find. He averages 11 rebounds and 5 blocked shots. Dwayne Wade coming off a season-high 30-point game. Durant picks up that foul to put Bosh at the line. The officiating crew, Dan Crawford, David Guthrie, and Eli Rowe. Bosh, an 82% free throw shooter.
And you know, there's been some criticism of Bosh this year because he's been taking a lot of threes, something that naturally happens the older that you get. But as you see with the undersized Durant, and I don't mean in his height because Durant is taller than Bosh, but with the underweight, I guess you could call it, Durant, Bosh decided to go inside, try to make something happen close to the paint.
And this season, we're seeing more and more of the bigger guys stepping further outside to look for that three-point shot.
We'll see if that's a trend or if it's a fad. If you can make the shots, why not shoot them? But just because you're tall and that's the way the game is going doesn't mean you should just sit out there and let them loose.
Steven Adams getting stripped. This is Dragic working off the pick. Kicks it back out, and it's picked off. Here come the Thunder, and that is off the leg of Green of Miami. So Oklahoma City will put it in play. They are 11-7 on the season, on top of the Northwest Division. Third best record in the West behind Golden State and San Antonio. Warriors now 20-0, and the Spurs at 15-4. Oklahoma City's last game this past Monday night lost in Atlanta. This is Ibaka. Rebounded by Adams, able to hit that jump hook shot.
And that's what you love about Adams. He just does his job, catches it on the offensive end and finishes it, but more importantly, plays great defense and attacks the offensive rebound, getting extra possessions for his team.
Miami comes in at 10-6. They have dropped 2 of the last 3. Here's Bosh for 3. They lost at Detroit and Monday night here at home against the Celtics. That is deflected out, last touch by the Heat. Miami's last game this past Monday night, a loss to the Celtics, 105-95. Heat did not play well, but still had a shot in the final minutes. Durant, the tip was missed, kept alive, and back comes Dragic. Goran Dragic a couple of years ago had a terrific season with Phoenix, and they'd like to see him get more involved offensively. Whiteside able to hit early, which has not been the case recently.
Well, you know that Dwayne Wade, one of the smartest players in this game, understands that the Miami Heat are 30th in field goal attempts, less than 80 a game, only 79.5 a game, as you see right there. Westbrook with the smart play. So it's going to be very important for D. Wade to make sure he gets other guys involved because he can get his game rolling at any time.
Dragic called for the foul. So 2 shots for Russell Westbrook, a superb free throw shooter. The NBA on TNT is being brought to you by Auto Trader. Life happens one car search at a time. And by State Farm. They exist to assist. Westbrook averages 27 a game, 10 assists, 7 rebounds.
And maybe matured more than any player over the last 3 years when you think about his play. For so long, many people said that Westbrook was too erratic or he had too much energy. And I think most people are saying now he's one of the hardest players, one of the hardest playing players in the league. And how about getting those assists up, getting other guys involved on his team?
Last season, Westbrook led the NBA in scoring, averaged 28 a game. That included 11 triple-doubles. Miami able to swing it. Wade laid on a switch by Durant. Whiteside, very low percentage attempt on that pass. Westbrook had it picked off. Turnovers have been a major problem for Oklahoma City. Whiteside taking advantage. Has the slight height advantage on Adams, although Adams is listed at 7 foot.
Very impressed with Whiteside on the play before. He missed a shot and he got back down for the steal. We know he's a great shot blocker.
First Durant trying to squeeze his way inside. There's Dragic. And the extra pass nearly cost. Last touch by Oklahoma City.
You know, Marv, you don't want to have turnovers at any time, but I understand why Goran tried to get that play and just slice that ball in there. Right now, he's trying to find himself. He's trying to find where he's valuable on the floor. He's trying to make sure that he gets the ball on 3-on-3 and 4-on-4 possessions where he's really good, still struggling in the half-court game on the East Coast.
Wade able to knock it down. Dwayne Wade the other night with a season-high 30 points along with 5 steals, although he did turn it over 6 times. Here's Westbrook on a quick shot. The Russell Westbrook bringing Oklahoma City within 1. Dragic with room for 3. Goran Dragic. Right now, averaging 10 points, 4 assists in 30 minutes a game. But you talk to Eric Spoelstra, and Miami knows that he can do more in terms of the offensive end.
He definitely can, and how can he do more? By teammates penetrating and driving, getting him the ball for the open shot.
Kevin Durant with his first field goal since coming back from that hamstring. He has been on fire. He's averaging for the season better than 28 per game with 7 rebounds, shooting 52% from the field. Foul is charged to Adams. That is his first.
Well, we just had a sumo match break out in the middle of a basketball game. I think I'm going to enjoy watching this battle because Adams does not back down, whether he's undersized, oversized, whether he's in foul trouble or not. He's going to hold his position all night, and with Whiteside, that's going to be a nice wrestling match.
Well, Adams grew up playing rugby in New Zealand and at times has that rugby mentality here in the NBA. Wade is hacked. That's number 2, committed by Durant. Robertson says, no, it's me, but he will not change the opinion on that one. 2 early fouls called on Kevin Durant. And Billy Donovan, the rookie head coach of the Thunder, trying to calm Durant down. And apparently Durant will stay in the game. 2 shots for Wade, and now Durant will take a seat. Follow along with tonight's game on TNT Overtime. Watch enhanced coverage on your favorite devices. Go to NBA.com/TNT Overtime. Dion Waiters coming off an 0 for 7 the other night.
Nothing more frustrated as a great player and one that wants to play in a nice town such as Miami and New York, where you know the fans are going to be out and you're playing against a good team. To start off with those 2 fouls, just so frustrating.
Westbrook. Wade gets it down to Dragic. He goes all the way. Able to recover. Dragic was looking for the foul call. Westbrook on the drive and kicked it out of bounds.
Dragic is used to playing with a faster pace, and for him to get the game going, He's going to have to try to speed it up, but you need guys to make better decisions than Green going 1-on-4 right there.
Well, Westbrook on the drive, and this time he draws the foul. So 2 shots coming up for Westbrook. That's number 2, committed by Dragic. The Thunder have won 4 of their last 5 games. They've been very good at home. They've won 8 of 11. On the road, 3 up and 4 down. This is a team that went 45-37 last season, did not make the playoffs by virtue of losing the tiebreaker to New Orleans and missed the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. Primarily due to the injury suffered by Kevin Durant.
You know, Marv, when I look at Westbrook, though, this year he's shooting his highest field goal percentage at 46.8. And I really love that because we've already seen him have to get better. And I think what that did last year with the injury to Durant, as you see Green knock a nice short one down, is it helped Westbrook calm down. Not speed or not in necessarily pace of play, but in the fact that he's had to be in a position to do everything, and now he knows he can, and the ball will come to him, so he doesn't have to rush. He can just push the pace and attack.
And as you say that, Westbrook a blur on the drive. He was blocked. Adams draws the foul.
As you see the replay here, Westbrook, not a guy that bails the defense out a lot. He attacks the basket, but what does that do? Yeah, he missed the layup, but that's a good shot. What happens? He puts his other players in position to help him out. A la Adams right there on the offensive rebound.
And that shot was altered by Hassan Whiteside. Tyler Johnson, second-year man from Fresno State, has come on for Miami, as has Justice Winslow, the rookie from Duke, who was an excellent defensive player, first-round draft pick, 10th overall. Miami drafting in the lottery for the first time in years.
I love hearing, you know, guys talk about rookies coming in with defense and how they can play. And Whiteside's a pro now, and you have to give him that credit. But tonight, he's going to have to guard a pro's pro, and this is when you're really going to earn your stripes. When you look up and you have a 6'11" Kevin Durant about to throw it up in your face.
And eventually, that will be a matchup with Winslow going against Durant. Durant sitting down after picking up a second foul. Ibaka sets the screen for Westbrook. Shot clock is down to 4. Westbrook backing Johnson and hits. Going right at Tyler Johnson.
I love the patience. When you said 4 on the clock, he knew it was there. He still took 2 more dribbles just to make sure that he put that other defensive player, not knowing what to do, takes his time, rises up.
There's Wade flipping one off glass. Miami by 1, just under 5.5 remaining in this first quarter. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Rachel Nichols from Miami, Florida. Ibaka. Adams backing on Whiteside, has nowhere to go, but he got bailed out. Through the foul, a hack charged to Whiteside. And that will lead for a timeout. Back in a moment.
To Miami, where the Heat lead the Thunder, and Kevin Durant is on the bench with 2 early fouls. Now, when KD does come back into the game, don't just watch, but listen to him when he is out there. He told me that new coach Billy Donovan has instructed him to be more vocal. Don't just lead by example, Donovan has said, but actually take some responsibility for your teammates out on the court. Develop your voice, help them raise their energy level. Now, of course, we know Kevin has been developing his voice off the court plenty over the past year. He was outspoken the other day, criticizing the media for the way he thinks Kobe Bryant has been unfairly treated. Marv, he told me he does regret a little bit that his comments may have become a bit of a distraction to the national Kobe conversation love fest that's going on right now. But he doesn't regret the feeling behind them. And he told me that he's going to just keep saying what he thinks, whether it makes people uncomfortable or not.
Well, Rachel, Kobe, incidentally, may say after last night's performance in Washington, can I call for a do-over? 10 for 24, 31 points, 4 threes. But Chris, getting back to those comments made by Durant, as Adams, 56% free throw shooter, misses on both. Incidentally, that last foul was on Gerald Green, not Hassan White. I think the mainstream press has treated Kobe Bryant extremely objectively over the years. Perhaps Kevin Durant is referring to blogs and Twitter. You know, even Kobe and LeBron James say it's not the case that Bryant has been treated unfairly. Kobe has certainly received his due over the years. Everybody recognizes that he's one of the great players of all time as Ibaka gets credit. Goaltend on Whiteside. But when you go 1 for 14, as he did last week against Golden State with 3 air balls, and you have all kinds of difficulties, obviously injuries have taken their toll, you're shooting under 35%. If you're going to treat it objectively, you're going to report on that. It has nothing to do with the fact that this guy had a spectacular career. Johnson with a nice move for Miami.
You're exactly right, Marv, but I think with Kobe it's the expectations. We've seen him score over 80 in a game before. We know that he's a 5-time champion, and so I think the expectations. I also think Durant looked up to Kobe, and that's partly why he was so sensitive of how, you know, the media in his eyes treated his icon. And finally, I think you're right, Marv. The blurred line with reporting, whether it's the voices on Twitter, whether it's social media, you don't know if it's a major article or not. So if you're just hearing negativity, you don't really know where it's coming from.
Well, a friendly hop for Whiteside, who comes up with his 3rd field goal for 6. 3 for 3 from the field. Well, if you read the quotes today from Kobe Bryant, as once again, Westbrook will head to the line. Kobe and LeBron disagree with Kevin Durant about his thoughts regarding the media. But as you said, Kevin idolized Kobe, said, I studied him, wanted to be like him. He was our Michael Jordan.
Exactly, and LeBron said, well, Michael Jordan a little bit was my guy a little bit more. And, you know, I'm not really mad at Kevin. He's taken up for a player, and it's going to happen to Kevin one day when he gets older and the knees wear down. But like I said, I really just think it's the blurred line of social media. You really don't know where specifically all the noise is coming from, but you know that there's a lot of people maybe bashing them on the media.
And it might have been some newspaper people or columnists who certainly had their views on the way Kobe has been playing the last couple of years, and it's accurate.
I remember Michael Jordan in Washington.
Although he wasn't bad.
No, he was not bad in the average lot. But I remember that I felt back then they weren't giving him the respect that they should have. The 40-year-old guy averaging 25. So I just think it's all to everyone's sensitivity and sensibility whether someone is really getting the wrong job done to him as far as the media is concerned.
Josh Richardson, who had just come on, had that pass deflected. All right, a look at some pretty good stats.
You can't bash either one of those guys. The 50% field goals, that just astonishes me with Michael Jordan. 50% shooting over his career with the shots he took, the game-winning shots he took, is just incredible. Shot clock is
down to 3. Off the fake, Green not able to hit, and it's rebounded by Ibaka. Anthony Morrow has checked in now for Oklahoma City. Excellent 3-point shooter. Defensive 3-second violation is called. We have not seen as many 3-second violations called this season.
We haven't, but this Miami team, as you've already stated, leads the league in block shots. Why? One, because they have Whiteside, who leads the league in block shots, but also they funnel their defense to the big man. So look that when Westbrook is posting up, you'll actually have a soft double team with Westside coming over, not to block a shot, but to let Westbrook see him in his vision. That time, the team didn't communicate, got caught up, and then that's why you have the 3-second call.
Joe Green sits down. Josh McRoberts, in his 9th year out of Duke, has come on. Enos Cannon on the floor for the first time for Oklahoma City. Whiteside called again for the goaltend, and Cannon gets credit for the field goal.
I tell you what, never had a coach get upset when you're going over the block shots and you get a goaltend call. You love the effort by Whiteside. You just want to tell him, try to get there a little bit earlier, big fella.
Miami allowing only 92 points a game. That's second to San Antonio. They allow just 89 again. The steal by Westbrook. Here's the chase of Westbrook, able to take all the way. Tyler Johnson thought he had a shot at him, but Westbrook left him in the dust. This is Johnson. McRoberts. Winslow. And it's a hacking foul on the Thunder. Russell Westbrook in a foot race. It's a 5-point Thunder lead on a rainy, wind-swept night in Miami. We welcome you back. You can check out this special offer from TNT in the NBA store. Receive 25% off all orders over $50. Use promo code TNT25 at checkout. The Thunder with 7 unanswered points. Winslow at the line for Miami for 2 shots. Just a 64% free throw shooter, 18 of 28 at the line. Justice Winslow, a key to Duke's national championship run. Miami now 2 of 6 at the free throw line. Good look by Bosch, came up with a steal. Johnson with the save. Here's Tyler Johnson trying to stuff over Enos Kanter. He comes all the way to center court. And Miami can start again. Johnson. And he is hacked. 2 shots for Tyler Johnson, the second-year man from Fresno State.
Some misses are highlights, and this is one of them. If he didn't lose the ball right there, if he had some big mitts, he would have definitely thrown that down on the big fella. That's like going to get a big trophy out there, taking it at the big fella strong. And what you love is that the second play, he didn't settle for the jump shot. He took it right back in for the layup. That's what you need to increase the field goal shooting of this team that shoots so poorly.
And Miami now just 2 of 7 at the line. Kanter was called on the foul. So Johnson hits 1 of 2. Tyler Johnson getting a lot of playing time. He's averaging 9 points, shooting 53% from the field. He's a 4-year man from Fresno and not drafted, signed by Miami as a free agent. Kanter working down low and rejected from behind. McRoberts able to get him from the backside.
Perfect example of why Miami has great defense. Bosch fronted inside to make sure the entrance was hard. What happened? Kanter finally gets position. By the time he can gather himself and goes up, help defense is on the way for Bosch, undersized in the paint.
Morrow just did get it in, beating that 5-second clock, and then it was deflected out of bounds. Shot clock to 3, to 2. Westbrook. Yes. Russell Westbrook with 15 points.
I've not seen a stop and pop jumper like that since Allen Iverson, who could stop on a dime in that 17-foot range, and almost you could just counter the layup every single time.
This is Richardson with the floater and draws the foul. Josh Richardson, a rookie from Tennessee, a 2nd-round draft pick. And he is from Edmond, Oklahoma, which is a part of Oklahoma City's metropolitan area. So Richardson will head to the line. He was fouled by Nick Collison. As we take a look at the upcoming NBA national TV schedule tomorrow night on ESPN, the Nets and the Knicks from the Garden. How about Kristaps Porzingis, who has been a huge hit in New York City, followed by the Cavaliers and the Pelicans from New Orleans. Saturday on NBA TV, Cavaliers and the Heat. What is, aside from his ability, what is special about the Porzingis is that he's 20 years old from Latvia, and he is such a mature kid.
What I love about it is that he loves being young and embracing the moment. He's not fearful of New York, of the crowd. He's taking it in fully, and you can tell that he's just enjoying his time here in the league.
Miami in possession, down by 5. Final minute, first quarter. Nice feed to set it up for Bosch.
Weak side of OKC has to make sure they get over on that strong side. Bosch would have trouble finishing if you have some defenders in his face that time. Easy walk to the basket.
Westbrook, nice pass on the hop. Collison cannot finish, but a loose ball foul called at midcourt by Danny Crawford.
And if you're Miami and you're struggling to score, this is what you're going to need. Put them in the pick and roll, move them around, get it to a guy with sure hands like Bosch. Let him go in and finish strong as the defense rotates late.
Both teams over the foul limit. So Bosch on the foul. Nick Collison went to the line, and now they send Enes Kanter. Collison, who is 6 for 6 at the free throw line, try to fool the officials. Not that Kanter's a poor foul shooter, about 76%. Enes Kanter, born in Zurich, Switzerland. His father, a university professor in Turkey. In fact, Kanter, a member of the Turkish national team. And now they are taking a look. They're looking at the replay as to who the foul should be called on. With 27 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Originally, the indication appeared to be, looked like it was indicating number 7, but that would be Dragic, who was on the bench. So it is Kanter at the line. Oklahoma City, incidentally, matched an offer sheet from the Blazers, Chris, and they were able to keep Kanter. Kanter acquired from Utah back in last February and averaged 18 points, 11 rebounds in Oklahoma City for the 26 games he played with the Thunder.
And I expect his numbers to go back up towards that way. When I look at Enes Kanter, I believe that he's the best post player that OKC has had since this team has been together. Ibaka's good, but he's worked his way out to the three-point line, and OKC needed a guy they could give the ball to besides Durant and Westbrook that could get you buckets in that painted area.
Five-point Oklahoma City lead. Coming about 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. 3-second differential with the clock, and it appears that Winslow stepped out of bounds, so the ball back to the Thunder. 7.8 left. And this should be all Westbrook, who has been on fire. Oh, he lost the grip. So that is the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City ends the quarter on an 11-3 run the last 3.5 minutes. 15 points for Westbrook. 4 of 6 from the field, 7 for 7 from the line. Back in Miami, time for the Lincoln Coaches Corner. Moments ago, Rachel Nichols with Thunder head coach Billy Donovan.
All right, well, Coach, Kevin Durant had to sit on the bench for the second half of that last quarter with 2 fouls. Now, most teams, that would disrupt them. You guys go on a big run. Is that just the luxury of Russell Westbrook?
Well, Russell did a great job. I think the big key in that first quarter is we got to the free throw line quite a bit. But we'll come back with Kevin now, and hopefully he can get back in rhythm a little bit.
The Heat have been such a strong defensive team in the first part of this season. What are the keys you tell your guys to break through offensively?
Well, I just think against good defenses, you're going to have to be mindful that you're going to have to make multiple passes, and we can't be afraid to go deep in the clock if we need to. And I think we've done a pretty good job that first quarter moving the ball.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Beautiful steal and bucket by Tyler Johnson. Billy Donovan in his first season as an NBA head coach following enormous success at the University of Florida. As you see, Kevin Durant is back, and that's Morrow for 3 and a foul called on the Heat. Billy Donovan winning 2 national championships in 2006, 2007. Teams made 4 Final Four appearances. A look at the active Gators in the NBA that were coached by Billy Donovan. Pretty impressive. Al Horford, Joakim Noah, Bradley Beal, Chandler Parsons, David Lee, Matt Bonner, Corey Brewer, Maurice Spates, Udonis Haslem, a member of Miami, Mike Miller. Now with Denver, here's Durant on a turnaround. So Durant sat out a good portion of that first quarter after picking up the 2 early fouls. Goran Dragic is back. Guarded now by Augustine, who just came on. McRoberts, who has been reluctant to shoot, is able to drain it from the perimeter. McRoberts shooting just 31% from the field coming in.
but his teammates want him to shoot the ball as if he was Steph Curry because they believe in him. And I tell you what, the best way for him to get other guys involved is maybe to be a little more selfish so that his defender respects him. Therefore, some passing lanes will be open.
And Chris, he does look pass first, which is unusual for a guy at 6'10".
But on a team that's 30th in field goal possessions and a team that really can't score and not have a great percentage, you need your shooters to shoot the ball.
All right, Durant handles. Russell Westbrook getting a rest after the 15-point first quarter. Nice move straight down the lane. So Waiters, who had missed his first shot here tonight, coming off an 0 for 7 the other night, has to feel good about that one.
That's where he can improve, though. He can take the ball and penetrate and attack the basket. Don't just settle for jumpers, but get the easy ones first.
Another Miami steal. McRoberts on the breakaway.
Miami's going to have to stay in the game that way. Right now, their half-court offense not working as well as they would like it, so they can get it out in the fast break, get it out in the open court by getting some steals, causing some havoc.
So the Heat within a point. Waiters on a step back, able to hit the rainbow.
That's the secret, Waiters. If you make a layup, usually that jumper falls next instead of vice versa. So finding a way to make yourself valuable in the game and also be efficient with the shooting.
Dragic in the lane. Nice pass. Set it up for Bosch. So Miami with 10 assists on their 13 field goals. Bosch now has 5 points. Morrow for 3 has that quick release. Here comes Winslow. McRoberts. Bosch for 3. Durant with the rebound. Once again, Morrow not able to hit. Here comes Dragic. Nice move around Augustine. Pops it back out. Bosch is open.
If you're Dragic, that's where you like it. Right now, Bosch really doesn't seem to have any legs. You know he's been laboring, but a great job by Dragic getting him involved.
Once again, Durant not able to hit. Dragic on a pull-up. Going Dragic. He has 5 points, and Miami has taken a 1-point lead.
You love the way Dragic has come out aggressive tonight. You knew he was pushing the envelope, trying to make some positive things happen, and he is with the help of his teammates.
The Heat with a 33-32 lead. You're watching the NBA season. See how teams, players, and fans are giving back by visiting NBA.com/season of giving. And share how you are giving back by using hashtag NBA Cares. The Thunder back in possession. Durant just 1 of 5 here at the start. Augustine and Morrow are now in the backcourt. This is Augustine way off. Rebounded by Winslow. And Roberts going deep. And whips it down low. But Winslow did not have the opportunity. And McRoberts on fire. He has 6 points. Josh McRoberts in his 8 minutes has hit 3 for 3 from the field.
And you love it how he's getting his shots. He just took his main man up, Winslow, for an open layup. Winslow elected not to take it, got it right back out to him. And the more aggressive you are and looking for other people, a lot of times it comes right back to you.
See Dwayne Wade respecting the 3-point shooting of Morrow all over. Morrow was able to lose him instantly. Rebounded by McRoberts. Here's Whiteside who just checked back in. Adams with the rebound.
Whiteside laughs as he misses that. He knows he could probably make that 8 out of 10 times, but really impressed with how Whiteside is running the floor.
Durant, but a foul is called. Adams setting the pick. Foul is charged to Justice Winslow, so a couple of shots coming up. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Lincoln Wish List Sales Event. Visit your Lincoln showroom today. By Mountain Dew Kickstart. Kickstart your night. by all-new LG V10. Capture the in-between moments. And live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi, untamable since 1862. 3 free throws for Kevin Durant. That shot attempted in three-point territory. Kevin played only 4.5 minutes in the first quarter after picking up the 2 fouls. So that is just his 3rd point of the game.
So tough to guard. A hybrid, a new player. Players that we haven't seen before. 6'11", taller than most centers, and can handle the ball outside and shoot with the range of Curry. Just such a tough matchup for anyone.
6-time All-Star, MVP 2 seasons back. He's won 4 scoring titles, an Olympic gold medal. Dragic. And Roberts gets it down low. This is Whiteside. Rebounded by Adams.
Miami can't get discouraged. They're getting the shots that they want and that they should. They must keep their will.
Ibaka showing the outside touch. Serge Ibaka in his 8th NBA season. All defensive first team for 3 straight years. And has a good perimeter shot, as you just saw. McRoberts left open. McRoberts and a foul. So McRoberts will head to the line. Just under 6 to go in this first half. Foul on Ibaka. It's a 1-point Thunder lead. The NBA on TNT, presented by State Farm.
Miami, where the Thunder lead by 1. And we were talking earlier on the broadcast about Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant, but it was Dwayne Wade who earlier was telling me one of the best Kobe stories from this season. This was the night before the Heat hosted the Lakers here in Miami a month ago. Wade decided to stop by the arena, get in a soak in the cold tub. He goes back through the locker room to the training room, and who is already sitting in the tub? Kobe Bryant. Wade told me that in the 13 years he's played for the Heat, he has never, ever seen Pat Riley let an opposing player into the inner sanctum like that, using the team's facilities, and that frankly, he was shocked. But that's just the respect that Kobe's earned. And Marv, as the two were sitting there talking, Kobe asked Dwayne if his sons were coming to the game the next night. Dwayne said no, because it was a school night, and Kobe said, you know what? Bring them. I think it might be my last time here. And you can see the picture that they ended up taking. Dwayne did as he was told. Kobe spent some time with the family post-game, and it was a special night. Now his son's going to have that forever. So Dwayne tipped off a little bit than the rest of us. This was Kobe's last year, and he got the news in the cold tub, Marv.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Uncle Kobe.
Uncle Cole.
Well, Russell Westbrook, who just checked back in after getting a rest, scoring 15 points in the first quarter, gets right to it. And the Thunder up 38-37.
Marv, these last 5 minutes, if you're the Miami Heat, yes, you have 6 steals, but you have not been stagnant with the ball movement.
Wade for Whiteside. Beautifully executed.
That is why this Miami team has 12 assists to OKC's 4. They're getting easy buckets for their teammates.
And Kevin Durant with just his 2nd field goal. So he has 6 points, 2 for 6 from the floor. The Thunder up by 1. Wade puts moves on Robertson. Wade on a fadeaway. Here comes Durant. Chased by Winslow. Durant hooks the pass down low. Robertson is blocked by Whiteside. That's his 2nd block shot. Dragic right back at the other end. The Thunder quickly to the front court. Durant, beautiful pass. Adams able to hit on the flip shot.
Here we go. We're at the playground now. Somebody started a basketball game. Anytime you have the big guys running like Whiteside did to get back to that shot block, so impressive. It keeps your defense engaged and it energizes your offense.
Terrific end-to-end action. A game that has seen 5 ties, 17 lead changes. Wade not able to hit. And a foul is called. Let's take another look at that Beautiful alley-oop pass from Wade.
You have trouble scoring, don't do it by yourself. Become a decoy. Great job by Dwayne Wade. But this is what I'm impressed with. Look, you see how far back Whiteside is. He comes and gets into play, hustles back for his team, and gets the fast break started.
Foul committed by Steven Adams. So Miami will put it in play. Cantor checks back in. Mild argument from Adams as he walks back to the bench, replaced by Cantor. 4 minutes remaining in this first half. It's been a good one. Thunder up by a point. Bosh to the fadeaway. Yes. Chris Bosh with 7 points.
And back on this defensive end, how would you feel if you're the Sacramento Kings, Memphis Grizzlies, Dallas, Washington, or Detroit when Whiteside has more blocks than your whole team?
That is an amazing stat as Ibaka hits from downtown.
Ibaka stretches that defense, and it makes it so tough when you have Cantor who can finish inside, but Westbrook and Durant outside penetrate.
Stepped out of bounds, so Miami maintains possession. Hassan Whiteside, originally a second-round pick of Sacramento, spent time in the D-League, then played a bit in China, in Lebanon. Last season, he averaged nearly 3 blocks a game and 10 rebounds. He is a legitimate rim protector. Also, averaged nearly 12 points a game. Offensive foul, the call. It is on Whiteside.
Looks like Westbrook either took a bump to the neck or the shoulder right there. You know how intense he plays. He just ran into that screen right there. But he'll shake it off and continue playing as you see him pointing out the offense.
There is Westbrook getting it on the hop. Beautifully done. And Cantor took a shot to the back of the head. Things are getting physical. Timeout called. 47-43. It is Oklahoma City by 4. Every week when cash prizes playing daily fantasy basketball. Visit FanDuel.com/TNT. Oklahoma City with a 47-43 lead on Miami. Just under 3 to go in this first half. Wade trying to go baseline. Nice move on Robertson. Back comes Westbrook. The lead pass for Durant was too far. Nice catch, but out of bounds.
Durant is not happy. He felt that Dragic pushed him, and he came back in and said something to him. Don't know if that's the case, but I know Kevin Durant felt that way. You see right here. Yeah, Marv, you know what, Marv? You could not do that. And the reason why you know he backed into him is because he bent forward as to make sure you give him the rear end and get out of the way. And as a player, that's something you do not want to play with, especially having a hurt foot as Kevin has had in the past, but you're just so scared of landing awkwardly when that happens.
Kevin Durant receiving a technical foul. Wade able to hit that free throw. Yes, Durant last season missed 55 games due to injuries. Season ending with a second surgery on his right foot back in March. And he also missed time with a sprained ankle and an injured toe.
Not a good play by Goran on that play.
And Dragic had it deflected out. Last touch by Westbrook. And you can see the injury resume.
And if you've had this amount of injuries and just been back for the last 3 games, you know, your sensitivity is heightened as well. And that's one of those type plays, even in practice with teammates, you never do, just because anything can happen while a player's in the air.
And a foul is called on Ibaka. That is his second. 13th foul on the Thunder with 2.5 to play. First half. Wade against a very good defensive player in Robertson. See the long arms on Robertson. Wade is fouled. Andre Robertson is out there, although he does start for his defensive prowess. A 4-year man from Colorado. Started 65 games last season. This will tell you why. He averaged only 3 points a game, strictly on the floor for his defense.
Yeah, and if he could have that play over again, whether you're checking Wade, Kobe, any player that may use pump fakes more than they used to, do not try to block the shot, period. You're not going to block the shot. You have to play position defense, and if you make Wade take a fadeaway, which he's more than capable of knocking down, then you've done your job. Do not go for the okie-doke.
Miami is just 7 of 15 at the line. For the season, they're at 74%, which is 23rd in the league. Durant with the step and the stuff. Kevin Durant going to the ring. He was actually looking for a foul call.
That was a true post-up at the free throw line. Yes, that was a true post-up, and you love the way he didn't settle attacking the basket.
5-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Wade splitting through and score.
I do not know how he made that scoop shot, but just such a smart play, knowing that he couldn't lift and get to the other side of the rim like he usually does. Nice left-hand move by Wade.
8 points for Dwayne Wade. Westbrook on a fade, coming up short, and hearing it from this crowd. Dragic. This is Bosch. Got the step and scores. Went right at Ibaka.
And he caught Ibaka off guard because he drove to his right, and you just don't think Bosch is going to finish strong with his right, but getting the easy bucket.
Down by a point, hearing it from this crowd. Cantor comes up short. Wade by himself down court and puts it home on the reverse. He's trying to get the attention of Dragic, who finally looked up and saw him. 22nd timeout is taken by Billy Donovan. Miami has taken a 1-point lead, 44 seconds to go in the half. Port, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Lisa Leslie sitting in for Shaq. They're all in Atlanta with scores and highlights from around the league. What were you going to say about Shaq?
I got a lot to say. You caught me off guard there.
He's doing another commercial somewhere.
Yeah, you know, he's probably in another part of the world or in space or something like that, visiting the moon.
Or maybe in this country, but another part of the world.
Exactly.
Cantor will head to the line as he was clobbered by Whiteside.
See the hard foul, no love lost on this play, and the play before, Whiteside's presence just coming over on a great out-of-bounds play called by Donovan, getting a wide-open Cantor. But Cantor intimidated by the presence of Whiteside, and it doesn't go down on the records or the stats as a block, but his presence caused Cantor to short arm that last layup.
Now the Heat telling us it is a sellout crowd of 19,600, which is the 258th consecutive sellout. You can see the empty seats, which is nothing new here in Miami. Most of the people who were usually sitting in those seats are back in the club.
Enjoying this program from the club.
Well, not enjoying, but watching.
Let's
say watching.
They better be enjoying it.
And the rain certainly has had its effect, as has the Basel Art Exhibition that is taking place. We're back in South Florida. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Rachel Nichols. Oklahoma City with a 1-point lead over Miami. 34 seconds remaining in the half. The Thunder 11-7 on the year. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. Miami at 10-6. They've dropped 2 of the last 3 after winning 3 in a row. Big first quarter for Russell Westbrook with 15 of his 17 coming in that opening quarter. Miami in possession. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Wade uses the screen and then met on a switch. This is Winslow, fumbled it, and last touched by the Thunder. So 3.6 on the 24-second clock.
With Dwayne Wade inbounding the ball, you want to watch Bosh either in a pop out or a duck in, or watch the inbounder, Wade, usually the toughest guy to guard if you take your attention off of him.
Oklahoma City puts another shooter on the floor. Kyle Singler has come on for Nick Collison. Here's Bosh on the pump. Kept alive by Richardson for Miami. We're final seconds of the half. Down to 2. Here's Wade. And that is the end of the first half. With the Thunder leading the Heat by 1. A first half that saw 21 lead changes and 6 ties. Russell Westbrook, the high point man, with 17. We'll take a quick break, and then it's on to Atlanta for the American Express halftime report with Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Lisa Leslie. Night in Miami. The NBA on TNT is being presented by State Farm. 1-point lead for the Thunder as we head to the second half. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Rachel Nichols. And Chris, 2 things stand out to me. First half, Russell Westbrook, 17 points, 15 coming in the first quarter. How about Miami shooting 53% from the field?
Well, they're doing it with their team defense, which has been their mainstay all year. When you look at them, they already have 13 assists as well, and you have to love that. They're getting easy shots, but more importantly, 6 steals, 3 blocks, the reason why they're getting easy buckets.
All right, a look at the game summary presented by Walmart. Oklahoma City 17 of 38. They are at 45%. Miami 21 of 40 for their 53. They have suffered at the foul line, though, just 7 for 15, while the Thunder at 16 of 18 at the line. There's Kevin Durant, just 3 for 7, picked up those 2 early fouls, has 8 points. As we head to the third quarter, played a shade under 16 minutes because of the foul trouble, but Russell Westbrook 5 of 8 from the field, 7 of 7 at the line for 17. Dwayne Wade in double figures, 4 of 9 for 10 points. Oklahoma City in control as we get underway. Westbrook putting moves on Wade. Off the back foot.
Dirk Nowitzki has created a whole nother move, because before you didn't feel as good going off one foot because there was no one that had done it, and also you were told by coaches square up with both feet. Well, Dirk shows you that you can shoot off balance. A lot of guys using that kick step to get a little space.
There's Dragic. He was cut off. Westbrook got a piece of it. Recovered by Wade. Shot clock to 2. Wade with the runner. Yes.
One of the best that ever did it. When you talk about the floaters, taking contact and throwing that ball up over the shot blockers. Great teardrop by Wade.
Oklahoma City with Durant, Ibaka, Adams, Robertson, and Westbrook. Miami still without Luol Deng, sitting out for a 4th straight game with a strained left hamstring. Here is Dragic, who's been showing some signs. 9 points now for Goran Dragic.
I look for Dragic to keep milking that play, so in the 4th quarter he won't shoot. He can just throw it up alley-oop, just like that play what Kevin Durant just took.
Beautiful timing. Durant finding Adams for the stuff. Oklahoma City back up by a point. Good ball movement by the Heat. Green on the hop for Bosh. Shot clock to 6. Here's Green to the bucket, working hard, but that reverse way off. He was expecting to be fouled. Ibaka. Good box out by Whiteside.
OKC seems to be rushing a little bit. That was a really good shot, but it just seems like they won't take the extra step, as Robinson should have learned in the first half. You cannot block Dwayne Wade's shot. So why not play defense on the ground with position instead of going for the okie doke?
And a beautiful fake by Wade to create that foul. 2 shots for Dwayne Wade. We go to Rachel Nichols.
Well, guys, the Dwayne Wade-Hassan Whiteside connection certainly been successful early on for the Heat this season, but in recent games, teams have been defending them more closely. Whiteside even complaining at one point he felt like he was being tackled at times. Tonight, though, we have seen things working again. And as I walked back onto the court from halftime with assistant coach David Fizdale, he told me he actually spent some extra time with Whiteside and Wade after practice yesterday, showed them some tape of where they could clean up the high pick and roll, and then went back onto the court and worked on it. He's very happy with what he's seen so far, and of course we had that very nice dunk from the young Mr. Whiteside earlier in the game, right from Dwayne Wade.
All right, Rachel. Whiteside also has been doing some extra work on his free throw shooting, which is only at 54% coming into tonight, spending a lot of time in the gym. Westbrook off the mark. Here comes Dragic. Dragic puts the speed on and draws the foul. And apparently it will not be a shooting foul. The indication from Danny Crawford that he was about to pass off. Westbrook picks up his first. And they'll throw in from the side.
And that's where fans imagine Goran being very valuable in the open court, getting the ball out to guys, using his quickness, speed, and his jump shooting ability.
And here is the jumper. Durant with the rebound. Durant with the short pop. Tip missed by Ibaka. Miami back in possession. They have a 1-point lead. Wade puts a move on Robertson. Gets the pick. Wade on the drive.
And that's what Rachel was just talking about. Both guys went to Whiteside so there wouldn't be any alley-oop. That left a wide open lane for an attacking Dwayne Wade.
Westbrook backing his way. He's way off. Wade now has 16 points. Already scored 6 in this third quarter over the first 3.5 minutes. Dragic, beautiful pass off the dribble. Finding Bosch. Billy Donovan wants to talk it over. Another assist for the Heat. 15 on their 25 field goal.
Dwayne Wade is still one of the best. He can finish with the best of them as you see him attacking with that left hand. And when you do that and you free him up and let Dragic goes to work, hitting Bosch for the finish.
Goran Dragic out of Slovenia. In his second season with Miami, originally a second-round pick of San Antonio. And 2 years ago had a career season with the Suns, averaged 20 points a game, acquired from Phoenix last February. Oklahoma City in possession. Adams reaching for it, could not. Back comes Wade for Miami. Beautiful look away. Whiteside is fouled and looked to be shaken up. He's all right. So Whiteside will go to the line. We've been talking about the fact that Whiteside struggles at the line, just 38 of 70 for 54%. Ibaka was called on the foul. How about this, Chris? He goes into the gym. I mentioned he takes about 100, 150 shots. Goes in at weird hours at night. And he said he'd like to blast music as loud as he can. He wants to distract himself. In fact, if he could get a tape recorder and have people on it say, "You are awful," just yelling things at Hassan, he would do it.
Well, I got an idea. Just tweet out where you're practicing, invite some Miami fans to come to the gym, and I'm sure they'd like to help you. But you do want distractions, but I tell you, repetition, muscle memory first. Then you can just not even think and get through those distractions.
Well, he hits 1 of 2, and Miami has a 6-point lead. Ibaka not hitting the jump. Westbrook keeps it alive on the drive. He's hacked.
Marv, when I watch Westbrook play, it brings up disgust for some big men in this league because he attacks the basket. He offensive rebounds like a big fella. There are 7-footers in this league that don't average as many rebounds as Westbrook, and you don't need to play that many minutes. You have to love the way he attacks all facets of the game.
Were you speaking from a personal point of view?
Yeah, personal disgust, because when you see it, look, he goes up there with Adams, and there are guys on other teams that are the only ones rebounding for their team that can't average as many rebounds as this guard, and it's pure will.
21 points, 5 assists for Russell Westbrook. They double up on Dragic. Westbrook, now Ibaka guarding Dragic. Whiteside spinning his way. Oh, beautiful jump hook by Hassan Whiteside.
He loves that one dribble left where he can go and finish, but spinning back to that right is where he really knocks that down. Nice try by Adams on that play. Just couldn't stop it.
Westbrook is all. Oh, it's put down. Beautiful reaction by Andre Robertson. That's his first field goal.
Defensive intensity on both sides picking up. Great job by Ibaka on that last play to switch out onto a guard, just as he just did that play.
Here's Wade with the spin. Not able to hit. Durant chases down. Coming up on 6.5 left in the third. Here's Durant. Kevin Durant, now 4 for 10, has 11 points. That's the best looking shot that he has hit thus far.
And probably the toughest shot he's taken. He's missing some open jumpers, and when you see a guy get it going like that, the 2 fouls on him in the first quarter was probably the best defense you could have against him.
Dragic able to keep it alive. Westbrook nearly came up with the steal. Here's Dragic on the drive, protecting the ball on Adams. Trying to punch at it. Back comes Westbrook. Westbrook puts a move on Green and scores. What a beautiful move by Russell Westbrook. He now has 23. 7-0 run by the Thunder. Wade to the bucket, able to hit the scoop. Wade has had an outstanding game. He now has 18 points. 4 assists. Westbrook on a fade. It'll be Miami ball.
When you look right here, just look at the eyes of Westbrook. Actually, if you're Green, don't look at his eyes. Keep your number on the jersey because he fakes you to the left, keeps you going right, but you have to love the speed, the willingness to take the contact, keep your balance, and finish strong.
Justice Winslow checking in for Chris Bosh. Winslow, the rookie from Duke. Wade met by Robertson, gets the pick. Here's Green. One-point Miami lead. Durant with the mismatch and able to hit over Green.
Start calling for that double team. He has that look in his eye, and you can tell since the beginning of the game he wanted to come out and make something special happen.
Dragic met on a switch. Ibaka has him now. And not part of a double. Shot clock's at 3. Wade, yes! This is a throwback night for Dwayne Wade.
It definitely is, and he's doing it efficiently. He's doing it sharing the ball and keeping his teammates involved. Durant
right back, and he is fouled by Whiteside. So Whiteside coming out to play Durant and called for the personal. That is his 3rd. Dwayne Wade does come off a career high of 30 points in the loss to the Celtics the other day. He has 20 here, 10 of the 20 coming in the 3rd quarter. Well, NBA fans, you can follow your favorite team with the best sports app that has the fastest alerts. Team Stream, powered by Bleacher Report. Get the latest NBA news and highlights. You can get that instantly on your phone. Just download Team Stream from the App Store or Google Play today. This is game 1 of our TNT doubleheader coming up. San Antonio, and they are red hot. Record of 15-4, playing the Grizzlies at Memphis. The Spurs beating the Bucks last night. Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller will have the action. That'll be the second of our doubleheader. So Durant coming on after sitting out a good portion of the first quarter because of the early fouls. He now has 15, 7 of the 15 coming the last 2 minutes. That's a three-point attempt by Winslow. Westbrook accelerates. Westbrook all the way. Eric Spoelstra calling for time. The Thunder up by 3.
You have to love the way he attacks, going to the hole, throwing up with that left. Whiteside, a little too late. Westbrook with the easy finish.
If we understand our potential, can develop to be a great team in this season. But that's the hardest part, is understanding your potential when you have guys who's never been through it, as a collective group. So that's the biggest challenge, is to understand, okay, we're good, guys. We can win some games, but can we get to the next level of being great?
And this is a team, Chris, that last year went 37-45 following the departure of LeBron James. Chris Bosh injured the second half of the season. They do not make it to the postseason. Only 4 players remain from Miami's last championship. The Heat have made 4 straight trips to the NBA Championship Series. Wide open shot for Robertson. They'll let him have that one, but it's kept alive. Westbrook watched by Dragic. Ibaka, tough turnaround shot.
Terrible shot when you have Dwayne Wade on you. You can pump fake, take another dribble, get to that easy jumper.
And here's Green for 3. Gerald Green playing for the injured Luol Deng, just 1 for 6 from the field.
We spoke about Kobe earlier and how he was aging, and this year Dwayne Wade is having career lows in minutes, field goal assist and assist. You see the bucket right there. But you want to make sure, as he was talking about the potential of his team, you want to make sure that you're in a system where you can come hit a home run in the 9th inning, but everyone is helping you the whole time. And as we see how efficient Dwayne Wade is tonight, he just needs a couple of teammates to make some plays, play smart, keep the game in reach for him to be up to bat last.
Wade off on that shot, kept alive by Dragic. It's a 15-4 run by Oklahoma City for this 5-point lead. Whiteside, wild shot. Here's Durant for 3, way off. And he hears it from the crowd. Dion Waiters now checking in for the Thunder, coming on for Andre Robertson. Josh McRoberts checks in for Miami, as does Tyler Johnson.
Interested in seeing if OKC, which they like to do, will go small, putting Kevin Durant at the 4. Why would that be a problem? That means Bosh or McRoberts would have to check him, and you can still have Ibaka or Cantor inside. Looking to see if they'll switch that up as the game goes on.
Bosh has just come on. Billy Donovan has been very effective with that small ball lineup against certain teams. Bosh able to drill it. He's gone with Westbrook, Waiters, Morrow, along with Durant and Ibaka. And actually, they've outscored opponents, that group, by a combined 55 points. The foul is away from the ball. Here's Billy Donovan in his first season as a Thunder head coach. Winslow on the foul. As a player, Donovan played for Rick Pitino at Providence, played for Rick briefly with the Knicks, and then went on to a tremendous career in coaching at the University of Florida. Bad pass from Durant, which he acknowledges.
I'm a little disappointed, though, in Coach Donovan. He recruited me out of high school, and back then, he used to play pickup games at 5 in the morning with the staff. I asked him today, you still playing pickup games? He just looked at me like I was crazy.
He said there was no way he knew that he was going to get you. McRoberts is off, too strong. Here comes Durant. Oh, stolen from behind by Johnson. Tyler Johnson with the hustle play. Roberts driving hard, and he is fouled by Cantor. Chris, this is a game that has seen 29 lead changes and counting. That's an NBA high for this season. And you see Johnson with the steal. We talked about him earlier, four-year man at Fresno State. Eric Spoelstra says he is just a major surprise, and he's getting better and better as Bosch rims out. Johnson averages 9 points, shoots 53%.
And you mentioned it, a four-year player. A lot of you kids out there, it's okay to stay the years. The great ones like Pat Riley will find you. And the great ones like Kevin Durant will dunk on you as well if you make it to this level. But you love seeing him attack the basket. And we all know this Miami Heat team loves players with high IQs. But look at this, in and out with the right hand, jumping, getting to that left leg, dunking with the left. Kevin Durant.
17 now for Durant, 9 of the 17 coming in this third quarter. Thunder up by 5. Final minute of the third. Nice pass from Winslow into the corner. A touch pass to set it up for Bosch, who drills the three.
The leading three-point shooter on this team.
Nice backdoor pass, and Durant scores again.
So deflating. Even though you trade 2 for 3, so deflating the fact that you give up an easy layup.
76-72, Oklahoma City in front. Dragic, a lot of dribbling here. Dragic. They work it around. This is Dragic for 3. Now they say a 2. It's a two-pointer.
You know, Marv, it's easy to say be aggressive, but a lot of the times you want to second-guess yourself. It's tough. And tonight, Dragic has answered the call, not worrying about what happens, keeping his teammates involved.
Final seconds of the third. Durant over Winslow, not able to hit as his third quarter comes to a close. After 3 in Miami, the Thunder 76, the Heat 74. You're watching the NBA on TNT. South Florida, the NBA on TNT, presented by State Farm. Just moments ago, Rachel caught up with Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Coach, we've got 29 lead changes in this game so far, the most competitive game of this NBA season. What is the energy like for you guys on the bench? What's the level of engagement you're seeing from your players in a game like that?
Our guys enjoy this. Being here at home Thursday night, great competition. So we're down 2. We got to make winning plays on both ends of the court for the next 12 minutes.
I know you're looking for one more lead change. That will involve keeping a temper on Russell Westbrook. He's had such a strong game. How do you make sure in the fourth quarter he doesn't make the difference for that team?
Well, he and Durant, they're great players, so you have to make winning plays, great plays to transcend that.
Thanks so much.
And on cue, Miami gets the lead change. Turnover committed by the Thunder, with Augustine stepping up. But how about Goran Dragic knocking down a 3 to give Miami a 1-point lead?
You know, sometimes you just need a game like this just so you can let everything loose, and that was a heat check moment. That is not a shot that you'll see him taking a lot, but he's feeling it. And if you're this team, especially Dwayne Wade, you're saying, I need another playmaker. Go ahead and let loose.
And here is Dragic to the fadeaway. This time he comes up short. Thunder able to save it. Waiters. Waiters met by Johnson. Here's Waiters moving to his left and hitting on the jumper. Coming off the 0 for 7 the other night. Waiters has played well. 3 of 6. 6 points in his 15 minutes.
Very good score. He just needs to learn when to pick his spots, to be patient and aggressive.
Good ball movement again by Miami. Bosch gets it out. McRoberts, shot clock down to 4. You can hear the crowd as Bosch fires tough fadeaway shot with the clock down to 2.
Yeah, you don't like that as a player, being put in that position. I gave you the ball to shoot it. Don't give it back to me with time running out.
Oh, how about Waiters again? And the Thunder up by 3.
Well, if you are the Miami Heat, you already have 19 assists. You want to make sure that you get 6 in this quarter. Why? Because that means that you're sharing the ball, you're getting easy buckets, and you don't have to do it by yourself one-on-one.
So 6 is the number. That's Winslow is able to hit.
Well, they have 19 up to this point, and that was just an assist. Yeah, you want to. Usually, when I played on teams, you wanted it between that 23 and 25 number. Miami Heat not known for assisting, and that's partly the reason why they're winning tonight. They're getting guys involved.
How about Dion Waiters? Spectacular moves by Waiters, who now has 10 points. As you see, 6 of the 10 here in the fourth quarter. In fact, he has all of the Thunder's points here at the start of the fourth. Nice pass to Roberts, and somehow Tyler Johnson got it to the cutting McRoberts, who has contributed with 10 points.
Get someone an easy bucket. Dwayne is on the bench. He's your only playmaker that can score at any time. He and Bosch. This has to be a team effort until he gets back in.
Collison had it slapped away. Beautiful play by McRoberts. Took it away. Bosch moves it up. McRoberts. The ball in the hands of Dragic. Dragic with a spin move. Won't count. Traveling violation.
Well, you have to love this. Waiter started with the layup, 0 for 7 the other day. He says, no, I'm feeling it today. You can't jump higher than that ball. I don't care who you are. Gives a look to the crowd.
In Miami, 31 lead changes. That's a high for the season. On the left side, that's Tyler Johnson. He's made it.
He has a big head out there. Yeah, he's made it. You get the posters.
With Tyler Johnson and Chris Bosch, fan favorites to our left. Dion Waiters has had the hot hand here in the fourth. This is Augustine. Shot was deflected short, knocked out of bounds. And the last touch by Oklahoma City. It appeared that Cantor got a piece of it. The Thunder up by 1 with just under 8.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. Biggest lead for each club, total of 6 points. Dragic bothered by Waiters. Over to McRoberts for 3. And rebounded by Waiters. And Billy Donovan going with one of his smaller lineups. Collison with the runner.
It was like seeing the big man throw it up there and knock it down. He did look to see if Cantor was available in there. Decided, no, I'm going to knock this down.
First field goal for Nick Collison, a 13-year man out of Kansas who has spent his entire 13-year NBA career with this franchise. Pretty play. Gerald Green. That is only his second field goal.
Another assisted play. Great awareness by the big fella finding the cutting green.
Dwayne Wade is getting set to check back in. He had an excellent third quarter. Waiters met by the double. And it's a 24-second violation. Too many dribbles on the part of the Thunder. So the ball back to Miami. Hassan Whiteside looking to check back in. Hassan Whiteside, who is averaging just under 5 block shots per game, has 2 thus far tonight. He's 5 of 8 from the field, 11 points, 7 rebounds.
And his presence on the floor has caused a couple guys, maybe 3 shots just to be missed, and he has 2 goaltenders that, if you ask him, are questionable.
McRoberts showing confidence. He has 12 points. Josh McRoberts came in shooting just 31% from the field. He's 5 for 7 here tonight. Miami up by a point. As you saw Dwayne Wade back on the floor. Waiters played by Greeners. Waiters for three. On the subject of having confidence.
I was going to say, that's a good shot. As soon as it goes in, that's one of your teammates is saying, no, 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 okay, we'll take it. Tough shot by Waiters.
Waiters in his 5th year out of Syracuse. Here's Johnson. Yes, and it counts. This kid has really looked good.
He can attack the basket, and right now Miami is running a double corner action where they're taking Green and bringing him off. And you see the strong finish with the left.
Has the quick step. Tyler Johnson. He's played well last season, appeared in 32 games and averaged 6 points, spent time in the D-League. Shooting at 53%, does stuff on the defensive end, always hustling, comes up with deflections.
We're so used to immediate gratification, the first, second, third pick, but here in Miami, they love developing players, they love finding players, and Coach Spoelstra said, well, we had to go out and watch him. He made us want to watch him. He made us want to develop him. He made us want to believe in him, and he made us want him to be one of ours.
Open shot for Durant. Winslow with the rebound. So the game on that three-point play, led by Miami by 1. The steal. Waiters took it away from Wade, and Durant puts it down.
Waiters' energy right now is a catalyst for this Oklahoma City team that was having a couple of problems, a little bit of struggling trying to score, but him knocking down big buckets and then doing it on the defensive end. Good job by Waiters.
Oklahoma City coming in at 11-7. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. Here's Johnson open. This past Monday night, the Thunder lost in Atlanta. The next game Saturday night, back home for Sacramento, then back to the road. They'll play at Memphis. 5:20 left in the 4th. Durant, miscommunication. He thought he had Ibaka, but Ibaka was moving toward the basket. He thought Durant was going to release the jumper. The Thunder 89, the Heat 88. 5:18 left in the 4th.
Once we get the rebound, I love it. Get to those corners. Race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend. Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
That is the State Farm audio assist. Miami head coach Eric Spoelstra in his 8th year with the Heat. In the Big 3 era with LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh, guided the Heat to 4 NBA Finals, 2 championships. Kevin Durant. Oh! Whoa. Dwayne Wade still has the hops.
He does, especially when he needs them most. When the fan is right there in the way.
Here's Wade. That was a look-away shot. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Miami. Wade indicating he was going to give it up, but took the shot.
He was, and that's exactly what we heard Coach Spoelstra say. Go from good to great. Get a good shot. Your shot selection is part of your defense.
Westbrook with the beautiful lead for Ibaka. Oklahoma City by 3 with just under 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Rachel Nichols, first of our TNT doubleheader. Wade. Again, they swing it. Here's Johnson by the Green. And Robertson comes up with the rebound. Westbrook. Able to get the step on Johnson, but unable to hit. Wade has been quiet since coming out of the 4th quarter. Here's Wade. Johnson able to keep it alive and slapped out of his hands, carried out of bounds. So it will be Miami ball. Chris Bosh got a brief rest. He'll come back, as will Goran Dragic.
This last 4 minutes for Miami is going to be Dwayne Wade time. You know he doesn't run away from the moment as we see Whiteside going back towards the bench, but as a defense, you must know where Wade is at all times.
Whiteside not happy about coming out. Made his way slowly over to the Miami bench. Foul is called on Ibaka. That is number 4, second team foul on the Thunder. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Premier Rewards Gold Card from American Express. By Heineken, open your world. By Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. And by the next generation Kia Optima, official vehicle of the NBA. So Green to the line.
As you said, Marv, Whiteside a little disappointed that he was coming out, but I tell you what the difference is between good teams with great cultures and bad teams. Good teams like this, you come onto the side, you have Haslam and Juwan Howard saying, calm down, it's not time. As you see the turnover on bad teams, you don't have anyone explaining anything to you.
Wade able to take it to the rim. The turnover by Westbrook leading to the bucket for Wade, and the game is tied at 91. Coming up on 3.5 remaining in the fourth. Durant played by Winslow. Westbrook, 5 on the shot clock. Westbrook for 3. Back tap kept alive. They get the new 24. Durant, again guarded by Winslow. With help, Ibaka. And the rebound taken by the rookie from Duke, Justice Winslow. 3 minutes to play in the fourth. Wade putting moves on Ibaka, gets around him. The tip is missed. Westbrook out of the backcourt. Westbrook lost it. Dragic with the steal. Here's Wade. Miami by 2. The Thunder takes a timeout.
Gogi has been doing it on all ends. That's what his grandma nicknamed him. I didn't call him that. He gets it up to D-Wade. D-Wade says, I missed the last one. I just jumped over somebody in the stands. I'm warm. Now I can jump and flush one down.
There's that playoff to steal from Dragic, and Dwayne Wade able to put it down. On the subject of Dwayne Wade, Kristen Ledlow will be talking with Dwayne on this week's edition of Inside Stuff, presented by Samsung. Returning to NBA TV with a new episode this Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Inside Stuff on NBA TV with Grant Hill and Kristen Ledlow. 2:25 remaining in the fourth. Miami up by 2. Durant comes up short, but Robertson with the good hustle.
12 turnovers between Durant and Westbrook. The guys that are going to have the ball in their hands the most. Let's see if they're sure-handed down the stretch.
Durant putting moves on and is fouled. 2 shots for Kevin Durant, who is 4 for 5 at the line.
You see him goes up. Winslow tried to get there, but look, he gets a little bit of the wrist in that elbow. And you don't want to give a free layup, and if you're Durant, that's what you want all day. Knock down some easy free throws.
Winslow with the foul, his 3rd. Miami only their first team foul. Durant a 91% free throw shooter. He's averaging 28 points a game. Coming back from that hamstring injury, he's come back strong, although he misses the second. So Miami able to maintain the lead up by 1 with just under 2 left in the fourth. Wade cuts to the baseline. Back out to Bosch for three. Rebounded by Durant. Westbrook. Once again, Dragic going for the steal. Durant, catch and shoot. Yes! Kevin Durant with a three-pointer. He now has 25, and Miami calls for time.
You see how this play develops? You see the pick and roll, and everybody's worried about Ibaka going to the hoop. You better be worried about that man named KD behind the three-point line.
Thank you, Ernie. We now have 37 lead changes in this game. That's an NBA high for the season. Oklahoma City has taken a 2-point lead on that three-point shot by Durant. A minute and 25 remaining in the fourth. Bosch passed on the three. Wade with 8 on the shot clock. Wade on a step back and draws the foul on Waiters. So 2 shots coming up for Wade.
Scouting report. I know it's easier said than done, and I don't think that was a foul on that play. That was not a foul, actually, as he moves out of the way, and you're not supposed to be able to jump in. But Dwayne Wade is very good on the pump fake. You can't block it anyway. Play with position.
And it's a non-shooting foul. They had a foul to give. Miami in possession, down by 2. 7 on the shot clock. Bosch for 3. Rebounded by Durant. Just under a minute remaining in the fourth.
Same exact play they ran last time.
Durant fires. The tip missed by Ibaka. Bosch with it. 45 seconds to play.
Coach Spoelstra wants him to push the pace. Don't let the defense set up in the half court.
Wade nearly lost the dribble. There's Wade getting down low. Got the step. Scores, and the game is tied. Oklahoma City calls for time.
I just saw this in person, and I can't describe it. I don't know how he made it. You see Coach Spoelstra saying we need to go from good to better. He's telling them to push it. Don't let the defense get set up. Wade hears him, comes in. I don't know how he gets past 4 guys, but the floater is so beautiful.
What a performance by Dwayne Wade. 26 points now in all. All 6 of Miami's points down the stretch. He has scored their last 6 points.
Spoelstra told us before the game, even though he didn't have to, Dwayne Wade doesn't run from the big moments. He actually became the point guard in the fourth quarter, getting everyone involved, taking it upon himself to get easy buckets for his team.
Oklahoma City now in possession. 29 3/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. They have a full 24 right here. Waiters will put it in play. Durant watched by Winslow. And he'll work it down.
You want to make sure that you keep an eye on Westbrook in the corner as if he drives to his right.
Westbrook in the right-hand corner. Shot clock to 5. Off the crossover. Durant is off. Rebounded by Bosch. Immediately calls for time, which means they can advance it to the front court. And they have 7 7/10 seconds remaining in the fourth in a tie game.
And who do you think the ball's going to? My guess that it's going to Dwayne Wade. As you look at the last shot, great job by Green hugging Westbrook in the corner. Automatically Durant makes a decision to attack the bucket himself. And Wade says, give it to me. I don't care. We don't need a timeout. I can push it. I can get down the court in 4 seconds and knock something down.
Timeouts remaining. Miami has a 20. The Thunder with 2 20s. They both use their full timeouts. Oklahoma City is over the limit. Miami has a foul to give. 7.7 to go in what has been a terrific game. 37 lead changes, 11 ties.
There may be some misdirection, but there's no question the ball is going to get into Dwayne Wade's hands. The pick and roll is going to be very important, how you play that, communicating if you're OKC on the defensive end.
And Eric Spoelstra going with the rookie Winslow on the inbounds pass. Gets it in. Wade. Watched by Waiters. Wade toward the baseline. Wade to the bucket and draws the foul with 1.5 remaining. Wade is just 4 of 7 at the line, but an 82% free throw shooter.
That's exactly what you're expecting. Kevin Durant had to get back out and honor Bosh at the three-point line, as you see, which makes the drive a little bit easier. Dwayne Wade, one of the smartest players in this game, and is definitely not scared of the contact.
Foul on Ibaka. He picks up his 5th, so 2 shots for Wade. Miami has a 1-point lead. The Thunder do have 2 20-second timeouts left. Do you miss on purpose?
Some people would say miss on purpose. I say knock it down.
That's exactly what he does.
He was listening.
So Miami up by 2. 1.5 remaining. Back in a moment. It will be Oklahoma City in possession in their front court following that immediate timeout. They still have a 20-second remaining should they have difficulty getting the ball in play. Waiters will look to throw it in. Miami leads 97-95. Waiters looking. Gets it in. Westbrook firing. The Heat pulled out. Very difficult angle shot for Westbrook, who just had to fling it up there. Miami with a 97-95 win, led by Dwayne Wade, 28 points. He scored the Heat's last 8 points. Kevin Durant at 25, as did Russell Westbrook. Another look at that last shot off the inbounds. He was fortunate to stay inbounds. Got it off, but way off the mark. Miami goes to 11-6. Back on the winning track.